Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we'd like to give all honor, praise, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rachakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone who taught us his truth. Alright, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. I'm the brother Barazal, this is the brother.
Brother Chayabu.
Yeah, we're here, with the lesson through the Spirit. Alright, Passover lesson. Alright, and pretty much, we just want to get into our, how heavy, this Passover is going to be, man, because, you see a lot of spirits going around, right? A lot of judgment going about. It's as we know, during the Passover, it's a heavy sifting process, man. All right, you're seeing a lot of Jake, the spirits is coming out. All right, you had the death of the high priest, Ariah. All right, which the Lord gave him a heavy lot. All right, with this truth and stuff, man. But you got a lot of Jake, coming out, disrespecting the man. All right, disrespecting his death. All right, and you got so pretty much, you just got a lot of Jake, showing their true colors, man. All right, even though, the high priest, he, 90% of the understanding we know, all right, that when it pertains to the scriptures and who we truly are as a people, that's the man that he came from, right? He's one of our elders as well. So I'll pretty much start off with Psalms 51 verse 9, and it says, hide thy face from my sins and blot out all mine iniquities, create in me a clean heart, O Yahweh, and renew a right spirit within me. Right, and that's what we got to pray for during this time, man. The Passover is a heavy time, man. A lot of brothers finding out the truth. All right, you got new brothers coming into the truth. All right, and things of that nature. So during this time, we want to cleanse ourselves from that leaven. All right, which the leaven symbolizes the wickedness and the visions within the body. All right, so what we want to do is, we got any grudges or anything against any brother, you want to get that out the way. Any offenses that you may have caused a brother, you want to talk to him about it, whatever the case may be, because hey, the Passover is a very, very serious time, man. This is the most serious high holy day. All right, you don't want to be out here not having the right spirit. All right, if you a new brother coming into this thing, all right, maybe you just found out about the truth a week ago, man. Hey, it's recommended you don't, take part in the Passover, man, because you got to be right. You got to be right in this thing, man. All right, and this is verse 11. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Yeah, kind. All right. So pretty much, us being in this time, man, you gotta take it serious, man. All right. The Lord can take the spirit away from you like this. All right. That's why you gotta pray, during this time that the Lord, he's dealing with you, man. All right, because, hey, it's a heavy sifting process. You see a lot of guys with their true colors. All right, you seen last Passover, these guys was taking this serious. All right, at the Passover shows, all right, you had the time, what was it, Sakari went to the strip club and stuff, celebrating. This ain't a time of celebration. It's a time of mourning, man. All right, during this time, it was the Passover in the ancient world. It was very serious, man. We was getting ready to get delivered from the Egyptians, man. All right, so it's a very serious time, and now, us being in this new captivity, all right, in this kingdom, because this is obviously the modern day Egypt, all right. We getting ready to get out of here, man. Because we understand that the Lord, he's repping up these prophecies, all right. And he's got us ready to get the hell up out of here, man. All right. But you got any scriptures or anything you
Yeah,
might add?
just want to bring out 1 Corinthians 5:1. It says, "It is reported commonly that there is fornication among you, and such fornication as is not so much as name among the Gentiles, that one should have his father's wife." Yeah, and when you go into it, one of the, basically the biggest church, or, the most that Paul, went on, one of the highest churches that Apostle Paul was getting on, the New Testament, was the church of Corinth, So, well, over here, what were they doing? They were committing fornication. You got spiritual fornication, you got literal fornication, when you do, sexual immorality, and that's what they were doing back then. It says right here that one should have his father's wife. So, they're taking their father's wife, which is, an abomination unto Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. But what it says, verse 2, "And you are puffed up and have not rather mourned, that he that had done this deed might be taken away from you." Yeah, so these guys didn't do nothing, to take out, this guy among for the congregation. When you get the NIV, it says, "And you are proud. Shouldn't you rather have gone into mourning and have put out of your fellowship the man who has been doing this?" Yeah, and that's exactly how it should be, Hey, a lot of these guys, these other camps, their members be going off, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But they're not doing nothing, they're coming in that come as ye are spirit, do what thou wilt spirit. And when you go into the scriptures, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua isn't like that, man. The Lord's about order. The Lord's about those who actually follow after him and not do, their own will.
Yep.
So, it goes on to say, verse 3, For I verily, as absent in the body, but present in spirit, have judged already, as though I were present, concerning him that hath so done this deed. Verse 4, In the name of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, when ye are gathered together in my spirit, with the power of the Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach. It says, verse 5, to deliver such in one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh, that the spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord Yahweh Shai. Yeah, so what? And then goes on to say to the point, verse 6, your glorying is not good. Know ye not that little leaven leaveneth the whole lump? Yeah, so just a little bit of wickedness, man. Just a little lie, or wickedness within a congregation, or within your doctrine. Hey, that completely overthrows your whole doctrine.
Yeah.
What you actually stand for.
Yeah, that's right too, because Jake isn't careful about what they say. Jake, real reckless. A lot of these guys, a lot of these camps, it's they break down a certain scripture and it's whatever they feel at the moment. MOTB today is sin. Oh no, nah, it's actually the white woman. Oh no, today is this, today is that. All right, you can't be doing that. All right, changing up the doctrine. Here and there to whatever they feel like or whatever's going on. All right, that's not how it works, man. All right, when you gotta understand that, like, you being in the camp, you being the leader of your congregation. All right, you pretty much are like you trying to guide the people who's following your doctrine, all right, to the right path. All right, it's not just like you're not trying to lead them astray, because you're gonna have a lot of blood on your hands, man. Yeah, man, that's true too. And even guys who's been a part of Great Millstone, and they left the camp or got kicked out for whatever reason. Now all of a sudden, a couple days later, the whole doctrine from GMS is wrong.
Look, right here, it says, Sirach 19 and 24. It says, he that hath small understanding and feareth the Most High is better than one that hath much wisdom and transgresseth the law of the Most High. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so even brothers understand, like, the younger brothers understand, how you're supposed to be, walking, within this truth. But, you got these guys who they should know by now, how they're supposed to be you know, going about things, but they completely be disobedient.
Yep.
You know, the Lord looks at those who actually are following Him. You know, no matter how you know, basically, you know how low they might be.
Yep.
Hey, if they're sincere in truth, Yahweh Bashem Yashai, that man is better right there than man. You know, he got, more time. You know,
Right. Right.
within this thing.
Yeah, man. Because at the end of the day, hey, man, you could be in the truth for like 30 years, whatever the case may be. You fall out, all right, or whatever. All right, the Lord ain't dealing with you, but a guy maybe, let's say, Jacob's trouble is like a couple months from now. We get in the truth. He's sincere. Hey, that brother could be a part of the elect, man.
Yeah, and look, it really, man, it counts for you to actually get years within this thing. You really have to be in this thing.
Yep.
You can't just take, you can't just, be vacant for, a couple years, take a hiatus.
Yeah.
And then
take a break.
Yeah. Take a break and then just come back. Nah, because hey, basically you haven't grown in those years. So
yeah.
that doesn't really count. I'm sure you got a lot of Jakes. Oh, I've been in One West, or,
Yep.
I've been, oh yeah, I found out about the truth 20 years ago, but they haven't been doing nothing to actually get better.
Yeah.
Or to actually serve the Lord. They just know about the truth, but
exactly,
haven't built for it. Now, Slack, I was gonna say out, for example, Apostle Har, the elder high priest Ariah, and the apostles and elders on down, they actually have many years within this thing, decades within this thing. The apostle Tahar, elder apostle Tahar, he's going on 40 years now. The 30 plus years, man, these men been in this truth, for the elder apostles, Yeah. And really, that's that true experience. Because those men have been serving the Lord within the truth. How they're supposed to be doing it. So really, they're the true elders. You got some Jakes, which some Jakes call themselves bishops, and which really, man, they don't even deserve that title.
Right.
Because how the scriptures say a bishop's supposed to live, a priest is supposed to live, a high priest is supposed to live. They're not even abiding by that. But they call themselves by these titles.
Yeah, Jake is like these self-appointed chief priests and high priests and this and that, bishop and this and that. All right, but they don't even have the works to show for that, man. All right, and I just got a quick scripture, real quick. This Revelation 3 verse 15 that says, "I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot." And yeah, Jake, you gotta stay hot in this thing, man. You can't just be cold for like 5 years and then you think that, oh, the Lord just like is dealing with me and I gotta get back out there. No, man, you gotta stay hot. The apostles and elders, they stay hot for 30 years, man.
Yeah.
All right, plus.
Yep.
All right, they didn't stop and just, let me take a break and let me go to Japan, just take a 1 month break. I'll get back to it. Nah, man, it don't work like that. Every week, man, every week. All right, you got to do it. You got to go out. If possible. If you can't go out that week, make lessons. All right, that's hey, man, you got to do something. All right, you can't just sit back, relax. All right, sip some of your yarn. Every once in a while, you watch a brother's lesson, say, "Oh, shalom, this and that." All right, but then the next day you out in the world doing folly, man. It don't work like that.
Yeah, you got some Jakes, they just be coming to the camp, just one time, and then that's it. And then they think, oh Lord, hey, I went out there, one time, hey, I'm saved now.
You got Jake not even coming to the camp. You got Jake driving by, honking the horn, holding out a fist, drive by Shalom and then leave, man.
Yeah,
one
man,
time, man. Like man, Jake is crazy, man. All right, the Lord ain't dealing with niggas like that.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, we know not everybody's a prophet, but hey, if you want to really, everything's predestined at the end of the day. Everybody is predestined. The elect is predestined. So no matter what, the elect of the nation of Israel will be saved. But what, if you want to truly, heighten your chances of receiving salvation, what do you got to be doing, man? What the elect men are said to be doing,
Yep.
You can't just be, in that spirit of not just, doing nothing, man.
God.
But were you done with that?
So I'll just get this one out and you can get to whatever you got. Verse 16, so then because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Alright, so yeah, you're gonna spew you out of your mouth. Alright? And that's the Lord saying that, man. Alright, so the Lord ain't dealing with you lukewarm, hot one day, cold the next day, Israelites, man. Alright, you gotta really be, and if you in that spirit, man, that hot, cold spirit, man, alright, it's better that you don't even take place in the Passover ceremony, man. It's best you don't even do that because you're not in the right spirit, man. Alright, this is the most serious time of the year. The Passover, you got the sifting period, alright, plenty of judgment, alright, different things going on through prophecy, through the spirit. Alright, you can't be lacking, man. You can't be slacking during this time, man. Alright, go ahead.
Yep. Go on. Continue on. 1 Corinthians 5 and 6. It says, "Your glorying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump?" Yeah. So as I was saying, if let's say you've been in this thing for a pretty long time now, but you start teaching lies, then the Lord automatically rejects you, man.
Yep.
And what it says, and just a little bit of a lie, man, because you got some jakes in the spirit of like, they watch multiple guys. Oh well, the Lord deals, every single camp how, every single camp got their own spirit, and nah, man, the Lord ain't dealing with that. The Lord's only dealing, with 100% truth.
Yeah, the Lord ain't dealing with no unity camps, man. Like, you dudes watching multiple doctrines and this and that. You got to stick to one camp.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever you feel is the right camp, that's the one. You can't have that wishy washy. You don't see guys a Catholic like, let me look at the Christian. Oh, then let me watch some Muslims, and then let me watch this and that. All right, because really it's the same thing. Because like the brother just read, what did it say? A little leaven.
Little leaven. Leaveneth
the whole lump. All right. So like, one group teaches something different. The other group teaches something different. That's two completely different doctrines, man. All right, you can't merge them things together, and nah, man, you can't just be like, this and that, because this group may preach that the MOTB is this. This group may preach this. The MOTB is that.
Yeah.
So which one do you believe in, man?
Yeah,
you can't believe in both. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you got some jakes in the spirit. Oh, well, I'm gonna gather all the information from each camp. I'm gonna create my own ultimate doctrine. I'm gonna decipher through all this information these camps are getting. Then I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna discern. Through all this, words that are being spoken. Nah, man, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Because at some point, it's gonna be a lie that you're gonna believe in. Because you're constantly immersing yourself, within, these other doctrines. You're not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, man. And, one thing, about GMS, we see you, you come on a comment board, you saying, talk about some, Ahaya, Yeshua. All right, you gonna get cast out, man. Because we're not dealing with that. You coming with the Yisrael name. All right, we already know what we already know what you about, man.
Yeah, man,
So if you're not fully, believe that GMS is the 100% truth, 100% doctrine, all right, then don't even watch the videos at all, man. All right, because we're not dealing with people like that.
Yeah, the scriptures say, be not henceforth as children, tossed to and fro. Basically paraphrasing in doctrine.
Yep.
Not being the spirit of what even James said, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Yep. God.
So, if you're this double-minded man, you don't know where to go, you don't know where to listen to, hey, then, you got to pray to the Lord to help, to do something for you, man, because,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to be in that spirit of the double-mindedness, you don't know what to do. Nah, man, just pray for more faith, pray that the Lord show you the truth. You might have to go on a fast. You know, you might have to do, go on a fast, just get real intimate with the Lord so he can show you the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You can't be doing that. That's another reason why the unity camps is off. Because you're going to confuse a lot of people with that shit, man. Or you got a new guy coming in. Maybe the first video he ever watches is a live stream unity camp. All right. You guys preaching all sorts of different type of madness, different type of doctrines. You gonna bug somebody out, man. All right.
Yep. Continuing on, it says 1 Corinthians 5:7. Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Hamashiach our Passover is sacrificed for us. Yeah, so purge out the old leaven. Not only, like the brother was saying, not only do we purge out the leaven out of our house, like bread, and certain other items that, contain leaven with them, yeast. We cast all that out. You also got to cast it out spiritually.
Right.
You got to cast it out mentally, man.
Yep.
Can clean out all that leaven, anything like the brother was saying, any,
divisions amongst the body.
Yeah, divisions amongst the body, anything you might have that's holding you from, growing within the truth, anything that's holding you back from, moving forward within the truth, that leaven is going to slow you down, so you need to cast that out so, you keep growing.
Right, God.
It says, verse 8, therefore let us keep that feast, not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the leaven of bread, or with the leavened bread of sincerity and truth. So, yeah, there you have it, man. Not the leaven of malice and wickedness, but the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. And that's how it's supposed to be,
Yep, God.
That's a clear cut and said how it's supposed to be said.
Yep. Did you have anything else you wanted to make a point about?
I think that's about it, probably. You got something?
Nah, that's pretty much it. We just wanted this to be a quick lesson that I can, before the Passover. Lord willing, it was edifying. With that, we like to give all honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahshai, Ba'Shem, Chakwadesh.
Shalom.
Shalom.